What's going on, guys? I am here, and today we're gonna be moving my baby Swordtails to their main growth aquarium. So let's do this. So yeah, guys, as I said, we're gonna be moving the Swordtail babies. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of what they were looking like 2 months ago. So yeah. So yeah, they were teeny tiny babies, but now they are ready for their main aquarium. As you guys can see, they're pretty big. And why I want to move them now, they could still live in this tank for maybe a few months, but as you guys can see, I have corydoras eggs. They're pretty close to hatching because they're darkening up quite a bit. These babies will definitely eat the fry. They're big enough to eat it, so they're even interested in the eggs. They're trying to eat it sometimes, like this one right now. So yeah, that's definitely why we want to move them. So yeah, let's do this. At first, where am I moving them? I'm gonna be moving them. Hey! Kitty, kitty! Maya! Enough kidding, eh, girl? Yeah. But yeah, where am I moving them? I'm moving them to this tank, in this breeding thing for a bit, and I'm gonna be growing them quite a bit bigger because I think this female could have a bite of them, you know. I also moved. There was my ancestors fry in here. I also moved them to this breeding tank. Breeding box, sorry. They're also going to be moving in the main tank soon, but for now, as you guys can see, there's a ton of bristlenose babies in here. I might have to count them one day. While moving them, I just turned around the breeding box, so there's some left right there. So if I see they don't get eaten, I'm going to put them in here. For now, they do not really seem to be any issues, but you know, they're still quite a bit small, so I want to make sure that they survive. I'd like a 100% survival rate on this batch. That's actually the first batch that I've hatched by myself. Usually the male takes care of it, but this time there was babies in. Yeah, what happened this time was that let me just close that for the glare. What happened, why did I have to hatch these baby out? Well, usually the male takes care of the batch and start venting the eggs and all of that, but the male was already doing it, and the female laid eggs, or maybe forgot a batch of eggs, I don't know, guys. There was around 100 eggs, and I wouldn't want it to go to waste, so I did hatch it out. I'm gonna try and find some clip and put them right here. But yeah, as you guys can see, I used my breeding tumbler that is right here. I used it to hatch them out, and then I put them in this breeding box, and then I had to go on a vacation, so I was really stressed out that maybe their yolk sac would be absorbed when I got back and they would be all dead, but it was all good. They were almost done absorbing their yolk sac, and since then I'm feeding them cucumber and algae wafers. They're going pretty well. They were so stinking small. I also have one little lost swordtail right here. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of my bristlenose. There's a ton of them. At least 50 I counted, and it was around the half of what there was, so there's a lot of them. But yeah, as I said, we got to move these Swordtails because they're gonna eat the curry fry, and we don't want that to happen because last time I didn't really did a good job on the surviving rate of my corydoras because they didn't have a separate tank to live in, so they were eaten by the corydoras themselves. But now I have this awesome already cycled 10-gallon tank, so they're gonna be going in here, and these ones are gonna be going out. So yeah. So now let's talk about the the ram eggs that you guys saw in the past 2 videos. The fry is at the back right there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it if I zoom a bit, but you guys can see the fry is here. I removed the parents after a week because the female, I don't know if I can show you guys where she is, but yeah, right there, she's starting to get a pink belly back, so that means she's ready to spawn again. And they would probably go and eat the babies. I'm not too sure yet, but I want to have one. She's getting a pink belly right now, so she's ready to spawn again, and I don't want them to start eating the babies. Sometimes they do that, and for my first batch I wanted them to survive, so after this one grow up, I'm gonna let them be and see if even after she wants to lay eggs again, if she eats the babies. So but for now I want to try and save these guys. I don't know if they're big enough to eat parent shrimp. I haven't seen them eat it, but I put some in the tank. But I'm feeding them this Ikari first bite that I put in this container. It's simply Ikari first bites for these small little fish. But yeah, they're so small. And then in this tank, guys, as you guys can see, there's a lot of Java moss. And the issue right now is I can't take any off, because if I do that, I might take some Emperor Tetra fry with it, and that's not what I want, because they will get eaten if I put them in any of my tanks. So I'm kind of stuck with that much Java moss in this tank. And as you guys can see, there's a baby. I don't know if I can zoom in. You guys can see it, it's right there. Oh, there's one small right there. They are so tiny, you can see their bellies are full. They've grown out quite a bit, because before I couldn't even distinguish if they were larva or fish fry, so I was like, what is that? Then I saw the 2 little eyes and I knew I had to take the parents off, and now they're in this tank. But yeah, I can also show you guys the baby guppies, if I can focus on one. There you go. These are Thailandese Dumbo guppies, so they're gonna be getting pretty big. Where are the guppies? There's one big female right there, so you guys can see this is one fat female. These get pretty big, maybe at its biggest 3 inches. They get pretty big. But yeah, that's pretty much the breeding tank update. I wasn't supposed to do an update. I was supposed to move these fish, but I thought I might as well update you guys more. So yeah, let's get back on this fish tank, and I'm gonna be back when the babies hatch out, and we're gonna be moving these swordtails out. Hey guys, it's time to move the fish. I got my bucket full of water right there, and we're gonna be moving these little fish. These eggs are really about to hatch. It's actually the next day morning, and they're about to hatch anytime soon. So yeah, we're gonna be removing these little guys, and this tank is getting pretty packed. And the night has passed. I showed you guys yesterday there was so many fish in there, but my guess is that they went through the little aeration thing, even though there's a protector. It didn't do anything, you know, the little barrier, but they were pretty much everywhere in the tank. They seem to be doing fine, so I might release the other ones that are in there. And yeah, for now it's just gonna be, since this tank is pretty stuck, it's got around hundreds of babies, so we're gonna be putting them in this tank, which is a lot less bioloads. It only has some guppies and Emperor as well as some rams. So I think it's a better option for them, but the acclimation process is gonna be a bit longer, because this tank is at 26 Celsius and this tank is at maybe 23, 24, and this is room temp, so maybe around 20C. So yeah, it's gonna be a long acclimating process, but yeah. So yeah guys, we've got all of the fish in there. So we're gonna be drip acclimating them. Here we go guys, we have a drip acclimation system going on, and we're gonna be back in around 15 minutes and gonna put them in. They are now acclimated to the water, and that is one of our stock cup. So yeah, we're gonna be opening this tank up and we're just gonna drop them in. So yeah guys, here you go. There's a lot of bubbles in there. The wood has been out of the water for a bit, so but yeah, I think the tank is looking very nice with all this decor. And you guys can see the babies are there. They're pretty stressed out, but yeah, here's the Cory. And you can see this one is aggressive, like really hard. It's chasing literally everyone. So I might have to take this guy out. I'm gonna make some floating plant, like this one I'm gonna make it uproot so it can start rooting down and make some more hiding space. And yeah, the babies are doing great in here, and that's pretty nice stuff. You can see one there. Hello. You can see one that's already trying to eat the things of the substrate, but yeah. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, as well as follow me on Instagram for every single one of you that was around there. Put a comment down below and tell me what you guys think about this aquarium. I think it's really looking really nice, but yeah, the one that may cause an issue is this little guy right there. He's chasing everybody around. I'd have to move him. Yeah, you. Yeah, I might have to move this guy. I don't really have a place right now. I think he's gonna go in a community tank upstairs. And I'm gonna be moving him back when the fish are ready to breed, because this one is creating a mess right now. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.